The next pose within Sun Salutation A that we're going to take a look at is Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, Upward Facing Dog. Upward Facing Dog is a rather challenging back bend, so it is certainly something that could be replaced with maybe baby Cobra in your Sun Salutations. But if you are looking to work on your Upward Facing Dog, I have a few tips for you over the next few minutes. Upward Facing Dog is something we enter from Chaturanga, and we can either flip our feet or we can roll over our toes to get into it. So I will show you both options. From Chaturanga, you can flip your feet, straighten your arms, and push up into Upward Facing Dog. Or, this is actually the option I prefer. From Chaturanga, you can roll over your toes, but you need to be careful. If I just roll over my toes from here, my shoulders are going to be over my wrists. Whoops, I meant in front of my wrists, not over. And that doesn't feel good. So instead, from Chaturanga, you need to push your toes back first slightly, then roll over them in order to come into Upward Facing Dog. I'll show you both options one more time. Chaturanga, flip one foot, and then the other, Upward Facing Dog. Or Chaturanga, push your toes back, roll over, Upward Facing Dog. Now, some things to be aware of in your Upward Facing Dog. You want to look at your shoulders. Are they rolling forward? Are they hunching up towards your ears? We want them together and down. So shoulder blades drawing slightly towards each other and down your back. Your legs, are they flapping open out to the sides? We want our heels drawing together. Often you'll notice they kind of open up to the sides. Draw your heels together. Draw your legs towards each other. Squeeze your glutes. It is a back bend, and in a back bend, we do want to squeeze our glutes. Squeezing our glutes helps to lengthen our hip flexors, and hip flexor length is very important in every back bend. So squeeze your glutes, engage your legs. Don't let your heels fall out. Engage your core so that you're lifting up and out of your hips, and then draw your shoulders together and down. And then last, your neck. A lot of people will throw their neck back, and if that's comfortable for you and you feel like your neck is supported, you certainly can look up. My recommendation, though, for most things, not just Upward Facing Dog, is to treat your neck like it is, which is part of your spine, and so have it move with the rest of your spine. So since Upward Facing Dog will have a slight curve going to it, just continue that slight curve rather than the harsh extension back with your neck. So it looks like this. Chaturanga, feet back, roll over your toes, Upward Facing Dog. I'm pushing down through the knuckles at the base of my fingers, through my fingertips, through the base of my palm. Screwing my hands together so that the bottoms of the wrists are coming towards each other, the fingers are feeling like they're moving out. Lifting up with my chest and forward, energetically pulling my hands back so that my chest can come forward. Shoulders, not up by my ears and rounded forward, but together and down my back. Pulling them down my back is what helps lift me up. Feet, heels are not flapping out. Heels are pulling together. Glutes are engaged. Legs are squeezing together. Lower abs are engaged. And then finally my neck is just part of my spine. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, Upward Facing Dog. One other thing that people sometimes get confused with is the difference between upward facing dog and cobra pose. And really, one of the main differences is just what's happening with the top of your thighs. So if you noticed in my upward facing dog, my thighs are off the ground. In cobra, my thighs are on the ground. And also, I personally don't feel like you need to straighten your arms all the way in cobra. You can have a soft bend in your arms in cobra. So cobra, upward facing dog. Next, we will look at downward facing dog.